Yeah,
I'll set it
this
up.
matchup's pretty important. Turnout did win the. Actually, no, they haven't. This is their first match they played. This is technically week 8. However, they played this in week. It doesn't matter.
They
It's
haven't
it's
played
it's a
their
week
week
8
5
match.
match,
They
but they
haven't
have
played
played their week 8 match because they're weird.
exactly because they're weird. So they haven't played once yet this season. This is their first match. However, Turnout does have some good beginnings, having beaten Wodar 7-5 a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so Turnout traditionally has taken a long time to warm up, but the end of the season has had some really good wins, and a couple of seasons, including last season and then the Wodar win this season. You do not want to face Turnout at the end of the season or in demotion promotion postseason play.
Yeah.
RoyalFlush, I played actually last year, and unfortunately, both of our games got forfeited because I was trying to play on hotel Wi-Fi like a fool. But his play hasn't been up to the par of Gold so far. That being said, it does have good foundations. His spy play, I find it really hard to read. I generally do not know what to expect when watching a Royal Flush game. And his sniper play, it can be moody. I think it can be really good, and I think it can be questionable at times. And so we need to see what kind of Royal Flush we're going to be getting today.
Yeah, RoyalFlush, one of the players who has been there for every single season of SCL. In the last few seasons has been continually in gold, season 3, 4, and 5, season 1 in silver, and season 2 in platinum. So definitely a long-standing member of SCL with a lot of experience. Turnout8 also the same, has been there since season 1, where I believe they were
Turnout
placed in
was in
Diamond.
season 1. He was actually in Diamond
Yeah.
when it was based on numbers of games played. He dropped out and then came back and was placed into, at that time, I believe, silver, just based on the people who since then had deserved spots in gold, diamond, platinum.
Yeah,
What do you?
and yeah, we can talk about this a little bit more after the draft and once we get into the next game. Right.
Yep, I have the picks and bans ready now. So we
Cool.
had RoyalFlush banning, well, technically banning nothing here.
Well,
He
banning.
banned Aquarium, but Aquarium was not allowed before week 5, so they just agreed to both decline bans. So RoyalFlush ended up technically banning Aquarium, but just ended up being a decline ban. And then Turnout8 also banned nothing. So the double decline ban to start.
Classy.
Who do they think they are? What are?
And then RoyalFlush picked doubled high rise. And Turnout8 picked Courtyard. RoyalFlush closing it out with Gallery. And Turnout picking Tayan.
TM to end it. Let's hope we get there.
Yeah, very orthodox draft from like as far as compared to old and new venues, except for Taeyan right at the end. So, I for the first game I see RoyalFlush on Cowboy on High Rise.
It always sounds like Clue, right? It's like it's Miss Scarlet with the with the wrench on the high rise. We got all the hardtails banned this time, but we're at the green bookcase, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm
His
ready when
hat
you
isn't
are.
purple, by the way. I really thought his hat was purple. It's just the rest of him that's purple. And let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
And as we were mentioning before the draft, these two players, very, very long-standing members of the community and of SCL, haven't been quite as strong in gold as some of the other players
That's not
this
saying
season.
much. When you look at gold and you're going, well, I lost to Yeesh. Does it really say anything about my skill? Or I lost to Wodar, who's been in SCL, having real strengths against. Well, Wodar plays to the level of his opponent, and you beat Wodar. It's like, okay, maybe it's just that you're a bit outplaced here, but that doesn't mean much. It doesn't make you
Yeah,
weak players. It just means that
exactly. It doesn't make you a weak player, but These are definitely both the bottom of gold right now, and this match could be very, very important in deciding who is auto-demoted into silver and who has to play in the tournament of position.
Yeah, so let's go through that. So in like
Banana
other
bread.
divisions, for example, that's a fake banana bread, by the way, but STA in conversation, unfortunately. The situation for like platinum is like sixth place still gets to play a couple games for their life. In gold, being sixth place just means auto-demoted.
I believe in platinum it also means auto-demotion and
No,
gold and diamond.
you play fifth and sixth demotion match
Well,
for
fifth. Well, but you play between fifth and sixth. Yes.
yeah, but it's not you're not demoted until after that match if you lose
Yeah.
that match.
Yeah.
And in gold, you just need to not be last at the end of the regular season, to be able to have a chance to play for yourself. That's
Oh.
a quick shot.
It looks like perhaps that twin picked up fingerprints, and because of the fake contact from RoyalFlush, that gave that twin the mission done there.
Yeah, not waiting for any. If you finish flirt that quickly, like good job, twin. If it's just two fingerprints and banana bread, makes sense. It's you're not going to be really shooting for flirt.
Yeah.
Just RoyalFlush getting paid off by doing nothing.
I mean, well, not necessarily doing nothing. It's definitely a planned frame from where I'm standing. So it's definitely a good game plan. Turnout not, divining, hey, RoyalFlush might not be finishing this game, and instead is planning on framing, and instead just shoots the first civilian to finish their missions, and thus RoyalFlush goes up 1-0.
Yeah, and we'll move on. We got more boots on more high rise in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Oh,
We're low
instant
lit.
low light,
There
and
we go.
then instantly brought back. Unfortunate for Turnout.
Yeah, so close, but so far away.
Oh,
And now we're high lit.
Pilot for a potential flirt, and
Bug
now
does
the
not stick. It was not
early bug.
timely. So let's explain the turnout. I don't think we've actually got to have a turnout game this season. Or no, we did. We watched
We
him
got
beat
against
Wardar.
Wardar. Yeah.
The turnout is doing whatever is in front of you during chaos time. And that bug was not necessarily very chaotic in nature, but turnout really likes doing things early. These guys
Wow.
have no chill.
And it looks like that might have been for like the path into conversation as well as perhaps a bug path. But I think RoyalFlush knows very well what
Yeah,
Turnout's
but then
reputation is.
yeah, I mean, good job
This
turnout
is
for
this is also I would remind you the character that was paired with us early on at the window
and he goes
the
into
painting
conversation
pad.
standing next to us too. Yeah,
So it's definitely a justified shot to an extent from RoyalFlush. However, I think it might be a little bit
two
early.
big flirts. But it just doesn't count missions, and it's not necessarily that you have to count missions, but you have to show some resemblance of patience. And shooting in the first 30 seconds of high rise, you better have seen something.
45 seconds, but
Oh, why does I hate when maps change? Um, just I hate change in general. I think has been the general theme of 2019. But let's watch some twin high rise and these crazy snipers with no chill in 3, 2, 1, playing it. I think
yeah.
RoyalFlush has no incentive here to do anything. I think just given the tempo of this game, uh, do not lowlight us, goodness sake, please.
Yeah, both
I
of these
think running back the strategy of not doing too much would make sense, and just
both of these
test Turnout's
players are
ability to.
definitely in gold. They have much higher civilian shot rates than the gold average for this season. They don't necessarily like. For example, RoyalFlush has about exactly the same amount of mission wins allowed as the gold average. However, the civilian shot rate is much higher, and this is the same for both of these players. So the idea of just not doing much and waiting for a shot is definitely a good one against either one of these players, and I think RoyalFlush knows it. Turnout didn't necessarily plan for it, but gets the win off of it anyways. Get an early flirt here at Windows, 68% now, so we are done. We don't actually get seen with our ST at Windows. We're zoomed in as Turnout on the main party area. We're going to pick up some inspects from...
Yeah, Queen, unfortunately, not going away. However, she does go to middle statues, which means she's incredibly frameable. Neither eat the highlight.
Yeah, that's very interesting. We go back to Green Bookshelf, which I think has a fingerprint on it now.
We were next to the ambassador at the very beginning of the game. Bookcases do get touched a lot in high rise.
Yeah, so it looks like the fingerprint is actually gone.
Frankly, these games have been going by so quickly. That could have been last game. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm pretty sure it was this one.
We gonna pop off to a statue here? That's not the statue I was thinking, but we do. We want to finish these inspects.
Yeah, and
Come
Queen
on,
coming
Queen.
back to give us some more flirt.
We do get the inspect. We're gonna take the flirt here. Can we also do the last inspect? We can get the 2 cycles. Everything's coming up RoyalFlush. Now we just need to close out this game. 97% flirt. We really could have used 1 green test some point this game.
Yeah,
Banana looking
and
pretty good. We have 5 people in conversation out of the 7.
yeah, one interesting thing is neither of them have eaten the highlight. Even Queen, who's been to center statues twice now, definitely has all of their
I suspect if you do a banana bread right now, Queen might just get shot, especially when she's talking. RoyalFlush
here comes the fake
agrees.
banana bread. This is really good.
He does a split, taking lowlights instead of the highlights.
We get Lola for it. And
A
Queen
split
takes the
working on
highlight.
high rise. What a day.
I think Turnout was just too focused on the potential finisher in Queen here. And now we're all Lola. I seriously doubt we're gonna take a shot.
Yeah, we
Even
still need to finish though. It's gonna involve this double agent having a bit of chill. We're gonna finish with BB. Yeah, okay.
And it doesn't matter. Queen just gets shot for basically finishing up her missions. And Turnout misshoots and RoyalFlush goes up 2-1.
Yeah, I'm happy that Turnout was much more patient here, but Queen just really wanted to get shot. She came up to us twice, and at the end here, this would be our last flirt if we're shooting Queen. She went to middle statues twice, and she was talking during the banana bread. It was a fantastic frame job by RoyalFlush, but he also was in gonna end up finishing himself and got low lit. Really, 10 out of 10 game. You cannot ask for more as a spy.
Yeah, and that means RoyalFlush bringing up 2-1. Turnout trying to even it back up by splitting a high rise. So far we've had 3 Civ shots, and on a high rise that's not too insane, just because it's a Softail variant. But we'll see if that trend continues in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
You just want to do some countdowns. I hear you. You're an adult. I'll let you do some countdowns. It's fine. Okay, general 33%. We need to be careful if we are
So inspects are off this game.
the specs are off. We're going back to the quicklime setup. The problem here is we were standing next to Disney also, and so we want to make sure that we don't accidentally get ourselves shot for talking next to Disney. We're taking the fingerprint here.
Almost get Lilith accidentally.
I feel like 3 of the 4
no,
games.
that path.
This is awkward, but it's the awkward sort of awkward in a highlight sense. This is a sort of like sloppy, like really weird sort of pathing that you kind of do see from an AI sometimes. RoyalFlush making the correct decision. It was actually just sloppy spy play. With the path that just wasn't perfect. We also did go into conversation and talk next to our section target. I'm not sure if this is going to be a pair or if it's just that he doesn't like us though.
Yeah.
Printable statue. We
There
are
are
in that
two of
down.
those now. There are 2 of those now. The left statue and the 3 statue set, looking on it straight on, is printable as well.
More interested in the flirt than the banana bread, and now the double agent's gone, so that opportunity's out the window for now. 3 things with fingerprints on it. The bookcase also has one. We're spoiled for choice. I would prefer the inspects, like the statue fingerprints, because the inspects are off, and it's hard for or harder in general to catch the fingerprints.
Yeah,
Instead,
we do have our... Oh, Purloin happens. Purloin comes
yeah.
off.
Where are we going with this? We need to finish this drink in a way that doesn't get us shot for gulping. So it might be some very aggressive sipping here.
Take by Smallman. I think now the...
That laser's on our
See...
chin. Go away. Go away, green laser. Yeah, okay. He didn't
And we
want to
just
go
get
away.
shot. Yeah.
It was lining up to be a silent game, and I do always like silent games. You just can't afford a white test Purloin and such a small map. There's just not enough rejects and
Yeah,
not enough
you
things to
have to...
watch.
You have to hit that green if you want that to happen, and it just doesn't happen for Turnout here, and that means RoyalFlush takes the lead at 3-1. Definitely a little bit unexpected because this is the Turnout who beat Wodar, who was able to make an upset happen on the top four, on one of the top four in gold.
Yeah,
And
I think you have to call Turnout the favorite just almost purely off the Wodar win. Though you have to realize half of that is also Wodar playing to its opponent's level. And we got some rocker courtyard. 3, 2, 1, playing it.
yeah, now we're on to the second venue here.
Quick line. Crunch does not rhyme with flush. Our chat is lost the plot. We have nothing. We're not even taking this flirt. It's such a junk flirt that putting yourself into the flirt down cooldown, it doesn't side not even worth it. I'm not taking 17%. This is a fine banana bread actually. It ends up
Yeah,
being
this could be good, but it doesn't come off, and AIs can start moving around pretty quick if they want.
yeah, we're stalling. No bug taken there. We do have a drink in hand.
You've never heard of the drink bug?
Pofsky. Okay.
Alright.
Are we just committing?
Banana
Okay,
bread.
no, this is the banana bread. Are we gonna take this flirt now? Or RoyalFlush just really just framing every game? There we go. It's actually a double talk, which is
Ooh,
a bit
assume
awkward.
real from Turnout here.
Assume Real's a bit powerful. There's another conversation that doesn't have a double agent either, but he decides that one could have a faker. Where are we going, RoyalFlush? Go to Windows. Time it?
Yeah, and if you're seeing this from RoyalFlush, next game you might be
Well, he already
tempted.
has faked. Like he did a fake and it caused Queen to get shot.
Yeah, but he was in for real.
It's
Even
just
that, the sniper's
it,
perspective.
trying to apply things between maps is really hard because snipers change their style up dramatically. Assuming real and high rise is one thing. Assuming real and courtyard is a quite different thing, honestly. Disney looking like he's bugging. We're looking like we're
Oh,
bugging, but we actually are
yeah.
bugging.
We take the bug and we just get shot for it. Turnout getting that shot off and bringing it back a little bit. Definitely want to be consistent on sniper on courtyard. It's definitely something where it feels like in most scenarios it's going to be sniper favored. So if you take a spy win here, it's big. But RoyalFlush fails through that this time, getting shot for the bug, and so we're going to move on to the next one where Turnout is going to try to attempt the same thing. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. Instant bug
That's
here
an
from Turnout.
helicopter. That's the turnout.
And
That's the turnout highlight where you do something stupid and then you get highlight. I love you, Turnout. He's my favorite player to watch. Like Turnout is actually my inspiration for a lot of things. Where I looked at Turnout and I was like, this isn't perfect. Like you can do chaos a bit less chaotic than he does. But I looked at
banana
the
bread.
risk that he was taking, BB split here, and I went, yeah,
And
okay.
we are just instantly shot for it. RoyalFlush is
It's
not
the right
having it.
intent. Now helicopter bug into banana split into statues is a bit much, but I like the intent.
I mean, Turnout. This is just what Turnout does, and RoyalFlush is just all over. It does not like there's been a lot of fast shots, and like Turnout here is never done with flirt right now. But RoyalFlush is gonna take that shot anyways, assuming the bug may have
You
landed.
know the bug's stuck and he's gonna swap. You don't even need to. You don't even need to worry about it as RoyalFlush. It's Turnout. It's the spy. We got green arrow above general, in 3, 2, 1, planet. He should bug. He should 100% taken that bug.
Yeah, general
But
walking bug's very good, but we were AI controlled during it instead.
yeah, it's the opposite, right? It's the I need to be really on the ball at the beginning of the game. Turnout just will always take the opportunity. RoyalFlush not taking that opportunity, which I think that bug would have been fantastic. I think that's one of the best bugs you're ever gonna get if he just takes that walking bug.
Yeah, and instead we're just gonna step into statues with no other missions done. Do we try to swap here at all? Nope, nope.
It would have been interesting. Queen immediately grabbing the statue instead of someone having to be summoned over on a green swap or even a white swap, and
We're
Queen.
sitting next to this random AI, and I don't know what.
RoyalFlush has generally been playing in a way that is trying to make himself less suspicious. This is a bit of a
Less suspicious
reach.
by like flirting with Oprah.
Yeah, the early inspect. Well, no, I think he's playing in a way that he's allowing Turnout to take bad civilian shots by not doing anything too suspicious. I'm not sure the early inspect really follows through with that plan, but it did work for him on high rise at least.
Yeah, so we have 20% flirt here, not really much, and the time is beginning to become a little bit of an issue here. If we don't start getting flirt much faster. Red test, oh no! So we don't even get that flirt now, and our ST run to the other side of the venue, and I think we might have to commit to a miss shot unless we can get like an instant bug right here, and then finish up flirt really fast. But no, we don't go for it. We're just gonna go
We're
around this
we're eyeing that
conversation.
conversation, and there's just no room to get in there with the banana bread or the double agent for the banana bread.
Alright. 54% on this flirt. Could be finished up with a close green here. A little bit of leeway.
So
So we do
the
have
problem
time.
here with doing the fourth mission is typically in this sort of situation, you can finish banana bread and you can finish flirt, and then you do inspect statues and swap. We've already done our statues, so we'll be visiting statues for the second time if we follow through with that. Something like a purloin here would also be timely. We're doing a banana bread.
Banana bread.
This is a
It's
big
fake, but
fake.
it covers for the purloin. The white does not help, but the banana bread might have covered us anyways. The laser rotates around. Surely he knows about the purloin, but does he know it's us? We're already highlit. We could get shot for this. No!
Oh, Disney gets shot. It looks like
Disney's getting shot a lot.
Disney's not having a good time this in these set of parties. But Turnout taking a miss shot on Disney, and I think it was because of the fact that the assume real, because Disney actually had a contact. We did not, despite the large conversation. We were lucky enough not to have the SDA in our conversation, and Turnout thinks, hey, this character could have just done that, and now I need to shoot them because they are now finished with their missions. The successful frame coming off for RoyalFlush, bringing us to what was the score now?
Yeesh.
5-2.
5-2, RoyalFlush is ahead. Important to note
Nice.
here as well that Disney did split from that conversation, so even though it was technically only Oprah in general, and that it could possibly be, uh, Disney did split from that conversation, so if Turnout8 wasn't watching closely enough, it's pretty easy to assume that, oh, he split from a purloin and trying to BB to cover, so it
And
Yeah.
makes
also
it makes
and also
sense.
get the real BB for him too.
Right, exactly.
It adds up. Doesn't
And
It's not good math, but it adds up. Um, and we got Turnout on the spy side, trying to make a comeback at this point. 5-2 is not where you want to be, but we'll get into new maps at least after this, or at least new map in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
if we get Tayan, that'll be the new one.
Yeah, I mean, just not courtyard or
Instant
high-rise.
white Perlin from Turnout here.
Turnout doing the turnout.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go get our 51% flirt here. Our shoulders well into.
I don't know if this has been seen because we highlight Oprah anyways as RoyalFlush here.
Yeah. So in regards to chaos, and we do the appropriate gulp, and we're still rushing around. Decide not to take the flirt. I think
Seek is
potentially
Russian.
sensibly. Low lights do start coming off, but it's way late. This is the sort of low lights that turn out good cop one for no good reason. Yeah, no, with the chaos, it's like you have to memorize statues, right?
Banana bread.
And you have to watch Ambassador, and you have to watch time ads. Turnout really does like his chaos time ads,
I
and
assume
you have
Real
to watch
here would be super strong.
Purloin, but like Purloin's fourth on the list, so it's actually quite likely that
You
you
would prefer
can.
to watch Time Ads
Any,
over Purloin?
against Turnout, probably.
I don't know, but
Turnout hasn't done the opening time ad, but I think that's in part because high rise time ads are pretty rubbish.
all right, we've got 2 missions done here.
We have
Next to
plenty
our
of time too.
ST.
We got 2 minutes left. All we have to do is one more flirt from this distance and inspects. Oh,
Oh,
Royal
we
Flush,
copped the
buddy, oh
low
pal,
light.
that's the spy. Don't do that.
Yeah, I can say that to you quite often.
Oh, yeah, no, me lowling. I've only done it twice this season. I've been a good boy. This will be a closeout. Here, inspect.
Yeah, inspect and then finish the flirt, and we're a low light, so I really
Even
doubt
if
we're gonna
Royal
take a
Flush
shot.
goes, this game is not going my way and re-highlights us. It's still going to be really hard to shoot for the flirt. Royal Flush doesn't even have it in mind. I think his low lights are dead to him. This is a weird choice. There was space next to our seduction target, but we're
Yeah, there
going
seems to
over
be some
here.
respect here that maybe not necessary. But we do finish the flirt anyways, and the countdown begins. As a low light, there's no way the shot comes off, and Turnout making the spy win happen to keep himself in the running for a potential 7-5 victory over Royal Flush, but that's going to require winning the rest of the 4 games we got going here.
Yeah, and a spy win on Courtyard. Under my watch. That's not
2 of
good.
those, in fact.
Yeah, that's because it's spy buys.
You can actually see that Royal Flush didn't catch this until like 2:47.
Oh yeah,
Also,
the low
like it
lights
was
for the Perlon.
extremely delayed. So
Yeah, and then the low light there, I think, was a bit maybe not even necessarily purely purloin. It's just a bit desperation going, you're not doing much. And to be fair, he hadn't done the statues yet. He decided to do the inspect shortly after the low light. We're playing some gallery. Small man as ambassador, interestingly enough. And we'll get started in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Running back to general too. We've seen a lot of general in
And
this
we
set so
really
far.
haven't seen General being taken advantage of for his bugs, though. That's the thing.
We've seen Disney get shot a lot for his shootability.
Disney getting shot and General being a
Banana
spy.
bread.
If
This
you
is
ever
an
consider,
early banana bread.
oh my
What's he
gosh, that's a
thinking
lot
here?
of lowlights ready for this one.
Yeah, so he doesn't follow through with the purloin or the bug, which would typically be the incentive behind doing this. Is really Twin also thought this was a legal briefcase. It seems very close to the ambassador.
That
Goodness.
means it's very legal then.
Yeah, I mean, if Twin thinks it's okay, then I'm sure it's okay. We don't cop a highlight for the fingerprint. We're chasing Twin. No, we're not. We're gonna go do inspects. Huh.
Can pick up the highlight for it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I
This
agree with that.
this is really
Twin was
interesting.
gonna be hard to reach, and it might have been a really smart. I don't want to go outside to hang out with someone I can't flirt with. Um, but choosing to do the inspects just because someone doesn't love you is a weird choice in my mind. Does not take the
So
flirt here either. Royal Flush has been really cagey on flirts this set.
so I think that Royal Flush might be looking to try to get the kind of a rush in going on here, because previously Turnout has been burned a lot this set by shooting too fast or misshooting onto a civilian that he thought could have been done. And so RoyalFlush trying to maybe take advantage of that, damage that he's done to Turnout's confidence, perhaps, to go for the early win here. But now we're just sitting in this conversation, not really doing much. So maybe not. Maybe we've suddenly decided to change our mind, despite having, 2 half missions done already.
Yeah, trying to get into Royal Flush's mind has always been hard for me. I just the decision making, like on a behavioral sense, his decision making is a bit erratic, and it's one of those things where I'm like, if you don't know what you're planning on doing, how am I supposed to know what you're doing?
Yeah, RoyalFlush here, like, if you're playing this behaviorally, it's super weird. You pick up an early contact, you pick up an early statue visit, you pick up an early fingerprint, and then just idle. But now it's a white test purloin again on general. We've seen this before, and it didn't get him shot before. But now Turner's just gonna take these lowlights.
The double agent taking's not helping our cause.
Yeah, definitely seen pretty much instantly from Turnout here. RoyalFlush looking, I don't know how you finish this game. You can't get flirt done, and you're gonna have to finish off with statues and perhaps fingerprint, but that's almost certainly gonna get you shot.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Turnout to not shoot for banana bread plus purloin. Um, if we really can do inspects plus, yeah, I mean, no,
Yeah, there's no way we get away with getting inspects done here, and we just get shot for it. Even if we were planning on swapping, just too much for Turnout, and we take it.
13 lowlights too. It's the questionability of the banana bread really, I think, is the thing to discuss here. The purloin might have been a bit better, obviously, with the green test, and not flirting is interesting, but really that banana bread with nothing to turn from it other than the actual just banana bread mission, contact double agent mission, was not my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, and that means that Turnout. What is it? 5-4 now?
Yeah,
Or
this is
five?
a bit of a comeback. It was 5-2. Now we're 5-4, and you can bring it back to tied. Here in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Small man on gallery. Turnout gonna see the ambassador. Bug the ambassador.
Oh my gosh, that bug actually took. That's
Yeah,
insane.
that's the turnout.
Yeah, but like I'm just surprised that it took. The ambassador and him and Turnout were just walking opposite each other, and it just barely is able to take. Completely hidden behind the party as Smallman, and that's huge. It's a mission that's completely done. No suspicion for it seems, other than being Smallman.
Yeah, so the big question for RoyalFlush is he going to give out the your small man highlight? Because that would be the only damper here on Turnout's game. Uh, beyond that, we just need the seduction target to chill a bit. While we do appreciate him trying to get himself shot, we do want to finish our flirts, given that we already have the hard to notice bug.
Contact
Banana
comes
bread.
off. Lots of lowlights available for Turnout. Let's see how many he gets from it. That's good 4 or 5, perhaps. Maybe 6, actually. Looking at Turnout.
On
Turnout took a
gallery, I think
book.
six is actually quite good.
Yeah,
We're
so
doing turnout.
6 is pretty usual.
This is fingerprintable,
Fingerprint.
by the way.
Yeah. No flirt
Um,
done yet, but I don't think we're aiming to finish flirt even. Oh,
he's trying to sneak out of the
oh,
conversation real slowly so he can microfilm, which is adorable. This is one of my favorite plays
that
I've
is
ever seen.
absolutely hilarious.
He, the problem with taking this book out and doing the microfilm is we took it out all suspicious, like, okay, yeah,
Oh, and our ST just gets shot for. I guess going outside. No, it's a book.
just going outside. How dare you? No, we noticed that he was very active. It's why we don't have any flirts done, is because he was being so active, and because Turnout is got a reputation as being a very active spy. And to be fair, he was being very active this game. The shot comes off. We're five
Yeah,
five. Turnout brought
yeah.
it back real big.
Turnout bringing on a huge run of games to bring it to the last venue on Tayen, where, as we like to say, when you're at 5-5, every game is a point. in the standings. So we're gonna see who takes the points in this game, in this match. We're starting with RoyalFlush on Spy on Taeyen in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
How about them boots?
You know,
Okay,
a
so
lot of characters have boots. At least 2 of them.
we're on the back side of the party. This is the more suspicious but harder to see. Are we gonna do a turnout? We are gonna ignore Toby entirely.
Yeah, and it's not that big of a deal when it's Taeyen and you're kind of being hidden by a lot of the
It's a
party.
pretty big deal. It's not necessarily the sniper's gonna catch you, but Toby's feelings. He's gonna continue trying to sabotage you for the rest of the game. I guarantee it. He's
Yeah,
gonna be like,
and
"Hey, you wanna debug, right? And me offering a drink is gonna help you do that, right? See, he's already back, and now we're just getting suspicious rejects. The back of the party.
yeah, and unfortunately for RoyalFlush here, this is one of the worst shoji layouts for the spy.
Yeah. So RoyalFlush is generally committed to the get someone shot plan, even when he's been trying to finish missions. It's been a result of matches. And it looks like he's doing that. He's making no attempts really to get the flirt, though our seduction target disagrees with that
Banana
intent.
bread.
BB,
Contact
before
comes
any
off.
flirt, our seduction target really framed, looking like framed like a window frame, just talking at the back of the conversation, looking real banana bready. We do take the flirt. We do get a green. We've been missing out on the greens a bit on this set. Happy to see one here. Another green would put us at 100%.
Yeah, our ST walks away from us though, and there's only one highlight in this party. Luckily, it's not us. There's no reason for it to be us, and perhaps that highlight might be on his way to getting shot so far.
RoyalFlush eyeing down this ambassador. He's a big sexy boy, and I understand it. No reverse drive-by or anything like that, but I suspect he might want the fingerprint. That's
Bug does
not close
not
enough for a
take.
bug, but
Yeah.
you're never gonna get shot for that penguin arm.
Our highlight goes to another statue set. Might be about to get shot. Uh, just trying to infer based on. Oh no, it's a white purloin though.
It's somewhat behind the shoji. It's not visible immediately. Alice is gonna end up in the chain, despite the fact that we had a white purloin.
Yeah, we
Just because
gulp a
there's not much
drink,
that Turnout can see. The gulp is telling.
and I
Um,
don't see the list. Okay, list now is
Bliss is
being
finally
seen.
seen. Um,
Highlight gets low lit.
yeah, that Seek low light's big, but there's not much else going on here. Royal Flush, is this close enough if we hit the green?
It
It
is.
is fantastic. That's probably a big 49.
Yeah, two
Uh,
greens, but we need one more mission done still.
Ambassador
We have
at
20 seconds
bookcase.
left.
We can force that if we want to. We are gonna do so. It's a walking bug. It ended up
Oh,
being
that's
really good.
gross. That was amazing. That walking bug was perfect, bouncing off the ambassador, and the arm is completely inside tapped, and the shot does not come off. RoyalFlush is gonna take the set to 6-5, one more to win.
I assume
Well,
you're already
turn
looking
out.
at it there, Yeesh, because goodness, that bug. Yeah, it's just so nasty. You can't actually see the arm at all because of Tap's big body and the way that the bounces happened. Um, for a clutch ending, Royal Flush shows us how to do it.
Yeah, you can only really see the start of the hand. That's about it. That's pretty great.
That's, yeah, Oryx saying in chat, if you play the replay backwards, it's a Turnout8 game. I love it.
And that means that we're on to match point. Finally, RoyalFlush making it happen. Turnout only able to get a tie now. And RoyalFlush is now going to be sniping on Taeyen, one of the more spy-favored maps in the game, for a win in this set over Turnout, who coming in looked to be the favorite. Let's see if he can make it happen in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
I do like to see this. We do get the same shoji setup as we had last set. Turnout doing a turnout. He's going to take the immediate bug. Are we going to take the immediate shot?
No,
No,
it's not seen.
he was lining
And
up. I thought he was lining up a highlight potentially. Instead, he's just highlighting the turnout.
we're gonna time
You
ad.
have the bug. Turnout, turnout, feeling like his reputation's at risk if he doesn't time out once a set.
Time
Because
ad.
that time ad, time ad, not timeout. That time ad is a bit unnecessary when you already have the bug. It's something that only a few players like Turnout and myself would ever consider because it's just not kosher play.
Like, are you going to reprimand Turnout after you do it yourself all the
I'm
time?
reprimanding myself while reprimanding Turnout. It's not good play. Don't do time ads and then rush. It
Says
just doesn't make any sense.
says the guy who is sitting at the top of platinum right now with
Oh, so
undefeated.
there is value, right? So if you do something that makes no sense, it has two values. Is one, it's really hard for someone to shoot someone going, okay, I heard 3 time ads and then I think I saw a bug path. Would you really have just done 3 time ads to the
Oh
bug?
wow!
Little man's
I
shot.
think
He's a
I
small
think
man.
yeah, it's Smallman on Tayen, and that means shots probably gonna come off. And I
The
think
real question was he at Windows when the time ad happened? And the answer is almost yes. He was leaving Windows when the time ad happened with the book in hand. Um, so it might have just been assumed time ad because Little Man does really quick watch checks, and then assumed microfilm if he doesn't know where the book came from. It's a
and
bit
yeah that
quick.
and
Right?
that
No,
can
he is
definitely
at
be
Windows.
enough.
He goes Windows to Windows as the time ad happens, and does
And
do a watch check.
oh yeah, and that can definitely be enough, especially on Tayen as Smallman. You're already so suspicious of him, and Smallman gets shot, and RoyalFlush not able to convert to a win here. Instead, we just pick up a draw between these two, and there is nothing decided yet about who is going to make it
Yeah, so
uh,
Turnout's in a bit
to
of
the
an
fifth
advantage
spot.
because he got a win elsewhere by beating Wodar. This tie is pretty detrimental for Royal Flush, but they do have another game to play in the future, and it's going to be big. I think both of these players, because the tournament placement is going to be so brutal if you just look at the list of players who are winning divisions.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Dowsy.
I know Dowsy's probably not even going
Oh
to be in the
yeah,
tournament. He's just going to get
yeah,
automatic.
Dowsy's gonna get automatic promotion.
But
Yeah,
if you're thinking about just, I mean, like Screwloose, Chef, Turnip Boy, Lagorv, even like the Oak guys, like Cupcake, are are spooky. Like
cupcake,
you
cupcake.
you don't want to be anywhere near that. And these guys are fighting to either not have to deal with it by getting sick than just getting demoted, or having to deal with a bunch of killers. Either way, it's miserable, but you still want to have that opportunity.
Yeah,
And Turnout doing part of the job here by beating Wardar and then tying this game. If he can get another tie or a win, he's likely going to be securing
yeah.
first place.
A tie would would very likely secure the victory over Turnout fifth and sixth. I mean, victory over Royal Flush, just because Royal Flush would have to upset one of the other players in gold to bring their score to parity with Turnout, who upset Wardar.
Yeah, going and asking like, "Hey, all you need to do is just beat Yeesh," and you're like, "Oh, okay."